I mean, he's right there. He's monitoring our energy, creating energy within himself, and just that face-to-face communication is just a little different. When you feel the energy, the confidence oozing from him, it allowed me to play even better.
And your seven total touchdowns today, the most by any player in this program in a single game. Just how does it feel?
I mean, it's surreal. My God is truly the greatest. And we have another great JMU quarterback in here as well. Who's put up some amazing numbers and stats. And Toddy and Jordan, I'm just humble. I'm just humbled by it to be able to help this team get another victory.
How important was this game to and how you guys started it after what happened at home against Gardner Webb?
And this was the most important game of the year because it was the next one. And for us, it was really about getting our face back. We know who we are, and our identity, offensively, defensively, special teams, and we knew the first two games wasn't us. And so we really wanted to come out here and show what our brand of football was on the offensive side of the ball. I think we showed it on all three facets.
When you're on the sideline watching how special teams is performing the block punt, return for a touchdown, how much confidence does that give you guys as an offense?
The special teams is the heartbeat of this team, and those are game-changing plays. And I'm sure you could pull up the stats, but when you have a special teams touchdown like that, especially that early, that really boosts your chances of winning. And I think that's really selfless for the guys that are on that team, and I love to see them getting rewarded for their hard work.
It seemed like just today there was a little bit more diversity in some of the play calls and what you guys are rolling out there, some design runs for you. Just how would you kind of compare and contrast that aspect from Gardner Webb today?
That was in the bag with Gardner Webb as well. I think I have to come out and execute. We have a shot play, the first play. I managed it well. I didn't finish it with Ymir on the hitch, threw it over his head. And then we had the slot fade to Logan Kyle. Could have given him a better ball. And I think just starting fast, it gives us confidence. That 10-yard run, or that inside was whatever. But that run that started off, that really helped. And whether I have to do it through the air or on the ground, it gives us confidence. So I'll get it done.
Coach Chesney said he wasn't sure if you guys could pass protect tonight because they had been so good coming off the edge in their first three games. How would you assess your protection tonight?
Those guys are monsters up front. It doesn't matter who we face. I have the utmost confidence in them. And it's not, like I said multiple times, it's not just the starting five. We see Riley Robel, Josh Toner, Joe Simmons. That's just to name a few that come in. And, for them to be able to step up when their number is called, that's a testament to who they really are as people.
Record-breaking day is a record-breaking day, but you're not too far from home.
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean a little bit more to do it, I'm guessing, in front of some of your family?
It's nice. It's crazy how things work out. I don't think that was an accident. That's not something that you can just, you just fall into it. That was purpose and, destined. And, whatever I have to do to get a win for this team, I'll do it.
Was a lot of your family here today?
Yeah. My uncle and both of my uncles. Still had another one back in Jacksonville, but they had a half and half jersey. He actually played under Mac Brown, so, his 9 and my 1 that actually made his college number 91. And then my aunt, she had a half and half as well. She had my 1, and his 1, and then the 4, the second number that made 14. So
Can you talk about the connection you have with OD? I mean, there's that 69-yard bomb, and then you do the bow and arrow, and it just
that guy's pretty fast, huh? I mean, it's nice to have somebody like that on the field who could just stretch the field. It makes things easier for myself, and the team. All I have to do is put it in the vicinity, and that guy's gonna come down with it.
you mentioned his speed. Have you ever overthrown him? Like it seems like he's gonna go after anything.
I mean, a couple times in practice, but that's just because I'm like I can't underthrow it. This guy is running, but I told him we were gonna connect on it. We missed on 2 during practice in the week. I said, don't worry about it. We'll get it on Saturday, and that's what we did.
What does it feel like to come into an ACC stadium and not even by the end of the game, but like second and third quarter to already hear the JMU chants kind of taking over the stadium?
I mean, we came out with a big first half. I knew Carolina, based off of what they've shown in the first 3 games, that they were a huge second half team, shutting Central down to, I think it was like a total of 8. I don't want to, but they completely shut them down in the second half. So, we knew had to come out, with a vigor and continue to put up numbers.
After starting out 1 for 6, I'm curious what you or your teammates or your coaches did to end up completing, I think, your next 12 of your 13 passes and ultimately have that big first half.
Well, I don't really count. Oh, I'm 0 for 1. I'm 1 for 2. I'm 1 for 3. You feel that as a quarterback, but you have to block that out, and you go to the next play. And for me, it was just their continued confidence in the play calling that he had. Continue to put the ball in my hands, and I knew I was going to get it fixed. I was going to get it settled because the team needed it.
Coach Drew Kanan, he puts a lot of time and effort into our special team scheme every single week. Him and Coach Ches both. I think it's a very important aspect of the game. They preach that to us. They call us the heartbeat of the program. We take that to heart, and we really take a lot of pride in that. Trying to beat every single team in special teams. It's the third aspect of the game, and when you can win on that, you come out on top usually. So I think we put a big emphasis on that every single week, and you just got to follow the game plan and just do what you're told to do.
Going on, you had 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. What's it like to have that kind of performance against a team like UNC with their history?
It's an awesome feeling, definitely. A career day, and it's a lot of hard work goes into it. You just got to kind of stay patient. I came in here, as a transfer, but haven't been starting since for the entire season. But anything that I can do to help the team win, I'm gonna go do that. And obviously it feels good for it to be against UNC, but you can't really pick favorites. You kind of got to go out there every single week with the same mentality and try to do what you can do to help the team win. So.
Coach Chesney mentioned that you have to be able to contort your body to effectively block kicks. Is that an innate skill? Is it something you learn?
Definitely learned. They put a lot of time and effort into that. There's a lot of technique that goes into it. It's not just running up and blocking a kick. I've spent hours and hours trying to perfect that technique since being a freshman at Holy Cross all the way to the time I'm here. So I still think I'm not perfect at it. There's definitely reps that you don't do where you're supposed to. I think last week I left one on the board. I should have got one last week, and I was happy that I could redeem myself and get one this week.
How do you practice that? You spend hours and hours
Yes, sir.
perfecting that.
I don't want to give the secrets away, but definitely there's a couple of drills that we do over and over again. Almost every single week, especially during camp. You're doing it probably 2, 3, 4 times a week, whatever it may be. You're definitely repping it. And when Coach Ches came over here, I think it was good that I was able to kind of show the guys here how to do it. And they a lot of them are starting to get it, and maybe hopefully some other people can get some block punts too. But I think every single week we come up with a different scheme and different you got to watch film on the team, see their weaknesses in their punt, and go from there.
When it comes to developing that skill, how beneficial is it to have consistency in the sense of having Coach Kanan with you at Holy Cross and now here?
I think it's everything. Just being familiar with them, familiar with how they run things, and just know what they expect of you every single day. And be able to bring your teammates along with you. A lot of these guys is the first time they've ever even put emphasis on special teams, I'm sure. So just to be able to bring those young guys and whoever people that have been here and haven't really been exposed to a coach that's very special teams oriented. I think it's big.
What other sports did you play growing up? Did any of them kind of contribute to developing that skill?
I played a couple. I was a sports junkie growing up. I played basketball, lacrosse. When I got to high school, I played all 3. And then I stopped playing. I think it was my sophomore year. I stopped playing basketball just because I kind of needed to spend that time to lift and train for football. I kind of knew after my freshman year that's probably what I was going to go try to play in college. But I continued to play lacrosse. I think I was pretty good at it. I had a couple of looks from colleges, but ultimately it was football. But I definitely think playing lacrosse for sure helps me out there. Just being a DB, being able to break, and just being able flexible, agile, be able to get in and out of breaks. I think it definitely translates.
When it comes to blocking a punt, is it a little making a dodge in front of the crease, try to move your body through there?
A little bit. I wouldn't say too much, but it definitely. I think it translates more from a DB perspective, not so much blocking a punt, but definitely there's definitely aspects of it that translate.
Speaking of breaking on the ball, can you describe what kind of coverage you were in on the pick six, what you saw and how you reacted, and then what you saw once you picked it off?
Yeah, I think that just goes into film study. We've been harping on that they love to situationally aware too. They love running those digs, especially by the sticks. And I was kind of sitting on one the entire day, and once I was able to get one, I kind of knew it. I was a step ahead of it, and I saw the quarterback eyeing him down. I knew he was going to throw it, so I was able to jump in and go get it. But I think it's more obviously you need to be able to break and you kind of have a step on the ball, but I think mainly it goes into film study and just repping it constantly in scout periods and stuff throughout the week.
And then outside of maybe the second quarter, they were able to move the ball on you guys a little bit down the field. What's kind of that message when it's coming into the second half and making sure that you're maybe bending but not completely breaking?
Yeah, the message the whole week was we have to go play 60 minutes with them. We knew this was going to be an easy game. I think we did a very good job of playing the first 30 in the first half, and like you said, when we came out a little slow. I think we kind of got a little complacent as a defensive unit. Kind of didn't think the game was over, but I think we kind of just were playing conservative, weren't really looking at the scoreboard. It's easy to kind of get in your own head and just be like, oh my gosh, like we might do this, we might beat UNC. So I think being able to. It was honestly good for us to kind of take those lumps in the first couple of minutes of the third quarter and kind of get a reality check. Like, this game isn't over. They have a lot of time. Coach Hemp came over, let us hear it a little bit that we need to focus, and this game is far from over.
With that play, it was just a little get them boys to jump outside, and that's what they did. We ran right past them. So Alonzo see me downfield, and he threw it. I scored it. So that's what happened right there.
Coach mentioned earlier in the week to be able to start fast. Did you expect starting fast with 53 points in the first half?
Nah. That really got me. And then the final score against a top opponent, SEC opponent. We in their house too. So that's what really got me, because you feel me. I didn't know we should have put that 53, especially in the first half. But then that's what we did. We executed the game plan, and that's what happened. Offense and defense, we both did our job, and you see the final score right there.
This massive storm to be able to brew. What does a win like this kind of say about this team?
To be real, it says a lot, because every other team that has us this year, they go see this film and be like, yeah, we got to really step our game up against JMU, because we bring it in every week against every opponent that we play against.
2 weeks ago, you guys scored 1 touchdown at home against an FCS team.
Mm-hmm.
Today you hang 70 on North Carolina. What happened?
We just had talks. We practice. We met. Every meeting we watch film, keep watching film, and then we unleashed what we were supposed to do against Gardner Webb, for real. So we just brought the pressure to North Carolina, and yeah.
Between the game at Charlotte and then now today, not only are you and Alonza having that connection, but he's finding you for some big chunk plays. What's kind of allowed that relationship to build kind of this quickly into this season?
Like during the week, during practice, we have talks, and then the time that we have off, I'll try to talk to him on the side and be like, what you see, let's watch film together. How you think this DB is against me, matched up each game. So with the chemistry between me and him and all the receivers as well, I just feel like each week we have this little time out the way where we just have our meetings with us and the quarterbacks, and we just talk about if we like this, do we like this, and then we just put it all together, and then whatever plays that we like, we bring it into game day.
What's it like to watch Alonza as only a redshirt sophomore walk into UNC, an ACC stadium, and just kind of help lead you guys to 70 points?
To be honest, it's great, because each week he's gonna have a next step. He's gonna progress each week. So as he do that, because he's our quarterback, so he has to lead this team for us, for real. Even though with him being young and all that stuff, that really doesn't matter, because he's our quarterback. So with him being a quarterback, he really has the voice upon all of us. So if he plays good, then really everybody's gonna play great, for real. So it's really just up to him and just how he plays each week, and each week he's gonna progress as a person.
I want to get a measurement of kind of where your confidence is at right now when you're running these 9 routes, when you're running these posts. Do you feel like you have the matchup pretty much every time?
Every time. I'm not really worried about who's in front of me, for real. I'm just play my game, do what I got to do, and if I do that, the outcome will be the best it could be.
And I'm curious, how have you seen the play calling maybe progress with the past couple of weeks? Have you seen Kennedy maybe show more detailed plays? And do you think he's catering more to y'all? Why do y'all think y'all improving?
Yeah, I just feel like with the receivers, if we do our job upon what we have to do, and as Kennedy calls the plays up for us, and we just execute the game plan, then points will be scored for the offense.
Then obviously Coach Kennedy can talk with Zoe and helmet communication, but did you notice a difference today having him down on the sideline?
I really did, because I was wondering, when the game started, I'm like, is he on the sideline with us this game? And yeah, with his motivation and him being right there, he really motivated all of us to keep going. Let's go. Even though we up by this right here at halftime, we was like, they still in this game. We still got time left. I'm saying, it's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm like, this game not over. Let's keep going. When they hit 0, that's when the game over. That's when we can celebrate.
A lot of emotions, the guys came through for me. It wasn't about me the whole week. Really, this whole time, it wasn't about me. It's about us coming in here and do, what we're supposed to do. And I was just super happy. I was happy for myself. I was happy for the guys. I was happy for Coach Chesney. Looking at those guys on the sideline, there's a lot of my friends, that I have, and they looked defeated, and we defeated them. So we did what we were supposed to do.
And coming into this week, you guys had 9 points in the first half between Charlotte and Gardner-Webb. What's it like to be a part of a team that after that you were able to put up 53 in 2 quarters?
Yeah, OD said it. A lot of talks, a lot of meetings, but really just like we knew it was coming. It was due. The work we've been putting in throughout the spring, throughout the fall, all the long meetings we be having, fall camp. It was really supposed to happen. We had the bye week, so we got to clean up a lot of stuff that we needed to fix. But our game plan was to come out here and be aggressive. We wasn't coming here to just get a win or to lose by a little bit. We was coming here to really win. And we saw a lot of stuff on film. And, I know a lot of those guys, and, their tendencies and stuff like that. Obviously a new scheme, but the game plan was to just keep going, running down their neck, throwing the ball over top of their head, intermediate routes, just doing anything we can to just keep going.
Coming off a game where you only scored 13 points against an FCS opponent, what does it mean as a skilled player to have a coach that feels like they can always go for it on 4th down, feels like they can always dial up these trick plays?
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of confidence. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of playmakers on our team. We rep these plays all the time. So, when we're making the plays, it really happens at practice. It doesn't happen, during the game. And so it's a ton of confidence from Coach Kennedy, Coach Ches to really keep going for it on 4th down. But scoring 13 points versus Gardner-Webb, we put that past us. We had a talk on Sunday after that game, and we said we're not looking back. And, that was really the game plan.
Specifically in the running game this week, what ways do you think did y'all see in prep to take advantage of UNC's run defense?
Honestly, we kind of went off script a little bit. They're pretty big inside, but they got tired quick, very quick, and they didn't really get off blocks like we expected them to. They probably doubted our offensive line. I don't know why you would do that because they've been doing a very solid job. But, yeah, they got tired quick, and just being patient behind them and just finding those little creases. Obviously, we didn't break a long one. I think Alonza did, probably like 30, 36 yards or something like that. But of us running backs, we didn't break a long one, but we just kept grinding out those yards.
Coach mentioned throughout the first 2 games of the year that there was always a little bit of flashes of what this team could be able to do. But to be able to put up a performance today, all 3 facets, offense, defense, special teams, what is this statement win? What kind of statement does a win like this make for you guys?
That we're coming and that we're just getting started. I don't know how else to put it. 70 points, that's cool. We did what we were supposed to do, but like I said, we meet tomorrow. We right back to the drawing board, and we watching film. We put this game behind us, and our next opponent, Ball State, we're going to be ready. We have to. We don't have a choice. Making a statement like that puts a target on our back. You know what I mean? We know people are going to be coming for us, scouting us hard, and we put respect. You got to put respect on the JMU Dukes now, offensively for sure. And so, knowing that going into each game, we got to be ready.
Are you looking forward to the next game? How long will you let yourself enjoy this one specifically?
Really until after I watch the film. I'm going to enjoy it with the guys on the way back. We're going to be safe tonight. And then, honestly, tomorrow we watch film. We come in. I think we got to practice tomorrow, too, as well. And we're going to put it behind us. Like I said, I told the guys after the game, we're just getting started. We're just scratching the surface of what we can do.
I saw you briefly catch up with some of the guys after the game from UNC. What was it like to reconnect with them? Did you say, hey, told you so, man?
Nah, it was just mad respect for the guys. Like I said, they had nothing to do with, my time there. And they know what I can do. They respected me all game, honestly. But just catching up with the guys, definitely Omarion, talking to him. I talked to the running back coach as well. And just great vibes. They was obviously mad. They got defeated. But I can't do anything about that.